today I'm next to, you know, Naivas or Aviation College, next to this Kenyatta Avenue. I've just realized that, you know, most YouTubers don't know Nairobi, and today I decided let me just show you Nairobi. So I'm actually at Moi Avenue. What you're seeing there is Moi Avenue. So Moi Avenue was named after our second, you know, president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, who ruled Kenya for 24 good years. So I'm going to show you around so that you get to know specific places or places about this city, because I understand it so well. So let's go houses by houses so that I can tell you what's happening here. So before I continue, I just want to tell you most of the places here are businesses and restaurants. That is, you can find where people are selling electronics. You can get places where people, you know, are selling also clothes, shoes, and also perfume, which is one among the booming businesses here. So from here, this is Topaz Hotel. That one I hope most Kenyans know. And next to it you can see Gid Hotel. Mostly are restaurants, not hotels actually. Next to it, it is Acharya travel agencies. So, or let me tell you what normally offers you can find here. So there is this one, it's called Sawa Mall. Sawa Mall, you'll get mostly about the boutiques, you get about beauty and spa. Like when you go to the third floor, you'll find a beauty spa called Peggy Makeup. Yes, so it is one. So this building you're seeing here, that one, like twin ones, that is Nation Center. Nation Center is where you find TV station like NTV and also Nation FM, and also the Nation magazine headquarters. It is just there. So I was telling you that two confusing malls, like this one is called Sasa Mall, also where you get, you know, those boutiques, beauty stuffs and all that. And there is this tower here is called MKU Towers. MKU Towers is for Mount Kenya University Tower, of which is one of the universities here in Kenya. It's a private university. So as we continue also, so you can discover actually where we are right now, you'll find mostly restaurants, and majority of these restaurants are owned by the Somali, like this one, Homeland Restaurant, mostly are owned by the Somali community. They are good at businesses, and I told you in the previous video, if you have not watched that video that I was in Eastleigh, where you find majority of the Somalis, go and watch it, man. They own a lot of restaurants here in Nairobi. So this is what is happening here in the city. So we are along Moi Avenue. It's quite a busy day. It's a Friday, actually. It is a Friday. I know this video you're going to watch maybe tomorrow, that is on Saturday, but it is a Friday here right now. So I decided to show you because we're having something else over too. So this next building, that is Sacred Training Institute, still along Moi Avenue. So I just want to show you around all these, the Royal Spoon restaurants here. And you know, the Sacred Training Institute is next to Cumberland. So you should also know Cumberland's. You should know the lanes, yeah? I mean, like when you want to understand Nairobi, you know, when you are in Moi Avenue, you know, we have got this lanes and lanes. Like this one's called Cumberland. When you go like this, but don't try going there at night or using it at night. So on the opposite also, next to Giant Shopping Mall is Nuru Lane. So these lanes, most of the time during the evenings or early morning or at night, don't try use them if you want to be lucky with your thing. So we are still in Nairobi, next to BT Towers. BT Towers is where you'll get mostly people selling electronics like computers, you sell laptops, phones, and something like that. Also tablets. So this BT Towers actually, that's where you can get there. When you go inside there at first floor, you'll find someone called Seifogola normally sells, you know, those phones. If you want computer, is the best guy to go. So this road I want to show you. So this road can lead you to Jamia Mall, or you can say also the mosque. So also you'll find Equity Bank, and also you'll find a restaurant called Kilimanjaro. Is one of the restaurants that's very common, especially for Kenyans, because they prepare really good meals. That one I can advise, or I can recommend for sure. So still going, man. What can I show? This is the common bazaar. The bazaar. This building here is called the bazaar. Yeah. Okay. The guy was telling me it was snatchiwa, meaning they'll snatch it from you. So I was saying it's okay. If they snatch it, they've snatched it. So it's actually one of the border people is that basically means, you know, people who ride borders. This road you can use it to go to Koja roundabout. It's one of the busiest roundabout that causes a lot of traffic in Nairobi. Actually, there is no time you're going to miss traffic that way. So still along Moi Avenue. So let me tell you something about the border. But before that, I want to show you this Biashara Street. Mostly when you go there, you'll find businesses selling clothes. Also, that's Biashara Street. Biashara Street is a Swahili name for business. So it's in English called Business Street, but it's called Biashara Street. So mostly you find, the designers, designing clothes, suits. Like you'll go there, you'll find one of the commonest designers called Dolex Collections. They do make a lot of good suits. So there is we are next to this lane called Njugu Lane. Njugu Lane is actually peanuts, or you can say groundnuts here. So it's like this. So these are places, man. Most of the time during
Hey, what's up?
the evening. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, cool. So most of the time you should avoid those places during night. Those lanes, some of the lanes, don't do them at night. That one I can assure you. So this Muranga Road, this road that goes like this is Muranga Road. It can lead you to also Koja roundabout or Globe roundabout. Also you can use it to, maybe I shall come back like this so that I can show you that roundabout so that you get to know. So this is called Muranga. Muranga is actually a county in Kenya. So this road is named after that county. So we have got also, I want to cross first of all. See, it's quite a rowdy day here in Nairobi. So this way, just opposite this name actually do it's very hard for me to pronounce that name, but still along Moi Avenue, it's called Morupakta. It's an Indian name. Yeah, just next to Ufundi Cooperative Plaza, and also opposite G&G. So that way it can lead you to other towers. Let me tell you a specific place. It can lead you to where you'll find people selling a lot of flowers, and also where you'll find a lot of businesses, like most of the law firms are in the next avenue. So we are still in Moi Avenue, just next to Nginda Lane. So let me I'll show you Nginda Lane. So this Nginda Lane. Yeah. So I want to cross here so that I'll be able to show you something. I share with you something. So this is Ufundi Cooperative Plaza. Yeah. So I remember this Nairobi Millennium Fast Food. Yeah? Sometimes I was there. We used to eat there, but there's a woman there who almost poured us hot tea, and also it's not a really good meal, but relatively cheaper. So these G&G is most of the time you'll find students from the Kenya School of Law, or a place where you're going to find at least the cheapest lawyers in Kenya. Not in a bad way, or maybe to be disrespectful, but actually you find a lot of lawyers there. That one I can assure you. That's G&G. So due to competition and also an increase in number of lawyers, there is that point of unemployment. So Here's where you'll find people discussing politics and just, how do we say it, you know, discussing like a newspaper day from page 1 to the last page. Jivanji. So this is Moi Avenue Primary School, the only public primary school for the government, that is in Kenya. So that one is the only one in the CBD, not in Kenya. That is the only one in CBD, Nairobi CBD. So don't confuse that. So we are headed to next to Central Police Station. But before the Central Police Station, because we'll not go there, of course, we covered that in the previous vlogs. We are just next to the Salvation Army headquarters. It's called the Salvation Army Territorial Headquarters. You know, Salvation Army was started by an army commander in the USA before it came to Kenya. So that's why they do wear uniforms like in the military. When you can use this way, you can go also to Alliance Francais and also to KCA University branch here, one of the campuses here in the Nairobi CBD. So we are going this way. Okay, so let me tell you something. When you use this road and you go like this, it's called University Way. But immediately when you arrive here at the central and go this way, it's called the Slip Road. So I want to cross this way so I can be able to show you. Let's go. So still headed this way along the Slip Road. For other people they call it University Road. Now headed to the Globe Roundabout. So the Globe Roundabout is like the entrance or maybe the inlet and the outlet of Nairobi, especially for people coming from Thika Road or maybe from Wayaki Way when they're branched from Uhuru Highway, now entering the University Way through the Slip Road, now entering the Globe Roundabout, using that close to Kipande Road, now back to Koja Roundabout. So this Globe Roundabout is actually the widest roundabout in Nairobi CBD actually. That's why you can see even a lot of vehicles. The moment you arrive there, you shall realize, you know, it is quite wide as compared to, you know, other roundabouts. Let me tell you the reason why it's so. It is because just to waste time or to create enough time so that there is no much traffic, you know, while using it, so that, you know, the moment a vehicle turns like this, it has created space for people entering or leaving the town. So here, these cafes here, we normally call them in Kenya kibandaski, simply meaning they are cheaper, but nowadays they're not very cheap. You know, you can go there. Back then it used to be less than $1. Right now you can use $2 or $3 or even more for a meal, which is quite ridiculous to a Kenyan who understands what those cafes, you know, they're supposed to be cheap. That's why they're, you know, they're temporary, casual, and something close to that. So in this, you know, Globe Roundabout, it is so wide. That's why you can see, you know, the vehicles there, the minibuses or transport vehicles have parked there. So it is a good space there. They are parking there as they wait maybe to continue with their shift or maybe their time, because right now there are not many people coming to town. So normally in the morning and in the evening is where you find a lot of people. So let me share with you something about this these tunnels. Are they supposed to be tunnels? So people are supposed to use here, but most of the time, like you can see, you'll find a lot of street keys or street urchins, so making it impossible for people to use there because they feel like it is very insecure. So you can use you remember I told you about this road, you can use it to come to the Globe Roundabout here. You see, you go like this, then you go to the roundabout, maybe using Slip Road, going to the University Way, then to Wayaki Way. Yes, you can use this way. So I want to cross this way, but before that, there is a road there that you can use next to Simlo House. See, it's like Kenya Seed. You can use that road to go to or should I just go and show you? Let's go. So let me tell you something about Globe Roundabout. Globe Roundabout is where you are going to find a lot of street kids. You know, most of the time you'll find them here. because it is convenient for them. Like places like this, you'll find them, living there because they have got no shelters. Nobody's taking care of them. So back then, I don't know if that program still continues. When we were having our previous governor, Mike Sonko, the governor of Nairobi, he used to have a program where they're given some bread and some tea to take, at least to have something. But unfortunately, that program is no longer there. We also used to have a program for the Moi Avenue or public schools in Nairobi where they were given lunch. So I don't know if that program still continues, but I hope the political situation is so. So we're using this zebra crossing, now crossing there. So this next to Globe Business Center, this is called Globe Business Center, where you're going to find these small cafes, temporary cafes, but most of the businesses there, they're selling electronics, houses and art, electronics, car parts, and also shoes, clothes, and also you can find artifacts there. So this is how, man, this is Nairobi city, I just realized, man, most YouTubers don't know Nairobi, so I decided maybe let me share with you what I know about Nairobi, because I've been in Nairobi for quite some time and I do understand 2 or 3 things about Nairobi that can be important maybe to share with you for someone who has never been in Nairobi. So we're still walking, still at Globe Roundabout. You can see the flyover there. It was created to reduce traffic, but still there is a lot of traffic in Nairobi, man. So this road here, you can use it to go to Media Max, where you'll find K24 TV and other Milele FM, and also other vernacular or local stations. So we headed this way. So still at the Globe Roundabout, and now almost close to. Let me cross first. Close to, just opposite, not close to, opposite Michuki Park. So Michuki Park is actually a park that was named after our previous minister of he has actually served as a minister in various governments from the Moi period. That was the second president Kibaki period also, but he died. So he was one of those strong leaders that are known, man, to the public, very strict. He was once a minister for transport, minister for interior. So this park actually was named after him. It's called Michuki Park. So Michuki Park was named because there was a time, this Nairobi River here that you're seeing there, he said that he wants this Nairobi River water to be consumable. So he ensured that this river was actually very clean, but nowadays it has been neglected. So it was due to his stern and strict rules, and when he says his word, he means it. That's why this park was named after him, because ensure Nairobi River was clean. But nowadays it's like a sewer line. So that's it, man, about why it is called Michuki, Honorable John Michuki Memorial Park. You see, memorial meaning to remember him, for his remembrance. So man, that's it, man. So we are along Kipande Road. Kipande Road is next to this Michuki Memorial Park. John Michuki, Honorable John Michuki, the former minister, so the late, that is. And also next to the University of Nairobi, because the University of Nairobi has got a very big compound. So now from there you'll be headed to Ngara, of which I've shared with you enough. So this road, when using this road, as you can see, here is like 24/7 you find traffic. Most of the time you must find vehicles here, man. Like, it's a big roundabout. I told you it was to help create space, so that when you're entering the city, at least there's no congestion. But no matter doing that, still there's still congestion. So this road was constructed under President Mwai Kibaki period, and also Honorable, hey man, this camels niaze I've never seen camels in Nairobi city actually, so I was actually really surprised. So they're going to the park, Uhuru Park. Uhuru Park will find them. So, but I don't know if they're going to Uhuru Park because Uhuru Park was still under renovation. So I'm crossing to the other side. So I want to go this way. So okay, so this road, most of these roads and these flyovers that you can see here were constructed during President Mwai Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga was the second Prime Minister of Kenya after Jomo Kenyatta was the first Prime Minister and also the first President of Kenya. Now Raila Amolo Odinga was the second Prime Minister and Mwai Kibaki was our third President here in Kenya. So let me name for you our presidents. We had our first president was Jomo Kenyatta, then followed by Moi, that is Daniel Toroitich Moi, the second president. Then we had Mwai Kibaki, the late Mwai Kibaki. Then we had Uhuru Kenyatta, the son to Jomo Kenyatta, our first president. Then now we have got William Ruto, who is our fifth president. And for prime ministers, our first prime minister was Jomo Kenyatta, who was also our first president, and also our former prime minister, who is the second prime minister, Raila Amolo Odinga. So, how is it so far? Have you learned something about this beautiful city of Nairobi? I just want to know in the comment section, because I know this Nairobi like inside out. So that's why I decided, let me show you this beautiful city. So we are next to Makini Herbal Clinic in Ngara. Imagine we have already arrived in Ngara as we are talking, man. Yes, Makini Herbal Clinic. I know for many people it's a very common clinic. So just next to Mom's Kitchen. There's a restaurant there called the Mom's Kitchen. So you can go there and have a meal, enjoy a meal there. So it's such a wonderful place, and it's good, man. I feel so good sharing with you this beautiful story. So let me tell you something about the borders of Nairobi. Or let me show you. I shared with you something about different courses here in or people here in Nairobi. Let me tell you something. I'll share with you something. Let me cross this. This is called Chambers Road. Chambers Road in Ngara, next to Globe Roundabout. So when you go like this, it's called Chambers Road. So let me tell you something. In Nairobi, don't come with the mentality that I have a degree or a master's degree. That is the stupidest thing that you can ever say, that I have a master's degree or PhD or a degree. Let me tell you something. So in every 10 borders that you see in Nairobi, 2 of them are law graduates and 3 of them are BCom graduates. And every time you see a boutique or a printing center, or let me say a cyber cafe, like you can find out of 10 of them, 5 of them are mass communication and media students. All of them graduates, man. So people hate to say, man, I don't have to sit at home because I'm not graduate, or maybe I've gone to school. I have to hustle. So everybody's hustling here. And you see a tout there, a tout in matatus, or maybe the public means those attendants. Don't think men have not gone to school. Everybody has got a degree in Nairobi. So it's up to you to hustle like a dropout to succeed in this beautiful city of Nairobi. So gentlemen, ladies, beautiful people watching this, we're next to Bano House here in Ngara. So I feel like I've shown you a lot already, because in the previous video of Ngara, you're going to see also part of this, because I'm just next to the fig tree market. So I don't want to talk much, man. Telling you something that I've shown you in the previous video. So I really thank you for creating time, joining me, and having a good time while showing you around this beautiful city of Nairobi. So today I was just showing you Moi Avenue from Kenyatta Avenue, and now we found ourselves in Ngara, just a few meters from the Globe Roundabout. So that has been it, man. It has been beautiful, and thank you for your support, man. You guys have been supporting me in a very humongous way, and I really appreciate. Thank you, man. That one from deep from my heart, man. So continue subscribing. I want you to take your time right now. Take your time. Go to the subscribe button. Just hit subscribe. I really appreciate, man. So good people, good amazing people. Those coming right now, joining me here for the first time. My name is Mtala the Voice. I will show you around Nairobi. So without further ado, have a good day.